Hello to my Cappies, my Capricorns. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Capricorns. Let's get right into it. So we're going to have two videos, right? So the first one was full moon in Scorpios. So full moon in Scorpio, excuse me, not plural, Scorpio. So happy full moon in Scorpio. This one is going to still be full moon in Scorpio, but we're going to talk about the moon in Sagittarius, which is on Tuesday, the 13th, I believe, in May. May 13th through, we're going to kind of stretch it out until like 19/20th of May. And the reason why we're going to have two videos, and that's a lot, is because a moon in Scorpio is a death card, right? And so there's so much emphasis on closing out cycles, which can kind of be sad. We have a full moon in Scorpio. It's a flower moon, so it's like uprooting something and then planting new seeds, right? So it's like closing out one cycle but planting new seeds to grow where you're planted, right? So it's like starting a new job, new friendship, new such and such. And so not everybody is ready to start something new, right? 8 is also a karmic number, but it's also the money exchange number. And money is not always in the form of paper and coins. It's also about getting focused, that top window and the bottom window, getting focused on purpose, right? And just because you may know what your purpose is, your calling in life is, doesn't always mean everybody else knows what their purpose in life is, right? So that can be kind of tricky. So sometimes karmics want to keep you chained to them. If you look at the number 8 on the side of the number 8, it looks like a chain. Can kind of sort of keep you chained to them, and you're ready to break that chain and move on. The Scorpio is also ruled by the Judgment card, which is Pluto. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, but it's also ruled by Mars. Mars is the Tower card. It's also ruled by the Judgment card, which is a generational planet. So anyway, Source is saying to you, while you're trying to break generational cycles, chains, and curses, you're also having a total recall of some things as well. So you have new and exciting love awaits. New and exciting love could be a person, place, or thing, right? So it could be a new hobby, it could be a new person, it could be a new thing, right? But you got to make room for it, right? So let's get into it. So the first one could be about, I can't remember what your first video was about. It could be about closing out cycles, right? So this is going to be a second video. We're going to try to keep it high vibrational, both there, here. So let's see what the number is. So this is a pretty thick deck. So try to make sure these cards don't go flying all over the place. Take only what resonates with you. I gotta say that in the videos, because sometimes people literally try to take everything in the readings. So take only what resonates with you. Every reader reads however they read cards. So many people have many different types of gifts, right? Some people channel gifts, some people read the traditional tarot way, right? So I've already prayed over your cards before I lay the cards out. A lot of people have a lot of psychic gifts. So however you read cards is however you read cards, okay? So don't worry about people judging however you read cards if you're a reader, right? Don't worry about how people judge people how they read cards. So all right, here we go. 8:30, start small. So, how you begin matters. Your angelic guides affirm that the dreams you are working towards live in seeds embedded in your daily activities. Today, do every little thing as you would if it were larger. Put some added detail into your daily work. Cook an extra fabulous dinner, or expend a little additional effort during your workout. Reflect on how every choice you make in your daily life can move you toward your long-term goals. So 8:30. So 8 is a karmic number, 30, right? So how you may start your business or whatever you're doing or whatever you're passionate about may be different than how other people start theirs, right? somebody's always going to see yours as competition. That's just how it is. Well, my family does it this way. I do mine my way, you do yours your way. Right? My mom or my dad does it this way, yours does it that way. They're going to think theirs is better, yours is worse, or that yours is better, theirs is worse, right? There's going to be that talk, right? It can either take away, it can be add to your piece, take away from your piece. It can either expand or take away. It's up to you, right? You can either add to your worth or take away. You can either see it can either inspire you or you can feel uninspired. Either or. It's up to you. It's up to you. People can either use their fire to inspire you or it can either put your flame out, right? It's up to you. It's up to you. So you can either lay on the light side of 8 where you can stay focused, or you can be dealing with two energies. One can either succumb to passive and powerless behavior, or it can be egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. Force you to be a certain way, just like them. Or you can say, you know what, I'm not even interested anymore. You can just completely just say, I don't even want to do it anymore. I'm just done. In either case, whatever. So, new and exciting level weights. You may say, I'm no longer inspired anymore. I can't even see myself doing something. In that case, that may be what somebody wants anyway. So, whatever. So, let's see. New and exciting level weights for somebody. So, if it's a person, something you may have looked at before and went, hey, I'm inspired. That's my type. Let's start small together. Let's just kind of let's take baby steps in this relationship. But then after a while, it just seemed like it was just too much friction, and you just say, I can't even see myself anymore. It doesn't even look the same. It doesn't even. I can't see beyond something you said to me. Something you said, I'm just turned off. Just turned off. Completely turned off. Everything just went up into this puff of smoke. Or it can be, yeah, you know what? I can get beyond that. We're good. Let's talk. Right? Let's talk. Or it can be a job. Right? Person, place, or thing. Right? So yeah, start small. So how you begin matters. Right? So new and exciting level weights, right? So let's get into it. Right? So pour into yourselves more. Message from ancestors. Pour into yourselves more. Right? Don't forget that rest is a form of self-care. So a secret was brought to light. Right? That's sunlight right there. So you have the gift of claircognizance. That's psychic knowledge about other people. So that's a gift. That was a light. Something was brought to light. Psychic knowledge. That's right. There's that water. So that's good, right? So we're talking about the horizon now. Your laughter is medicine, right? Your laughter is medicine. Right? So document your dreams day and night. That's right. So pour into yourselves more. So journal your journey. So that's why I talk about water so much in my channel, right? So somebody is learning how to aim a little higher now. So remember, that first video that you're going to watch, right, is closing out a cycle. You're not going to know that because the videos are being filmed on the same day, right? You're not going to know when you watch this video, you're like, oh, I didn't realize the second video was filmed, right? They're being filmed on the same day, right? So, by the way, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers. If you like moms, so even a lot of you all don't even realize that you all have been mentors to people, whether you have children or not. A lot of you all have been so nurturing. Some of you all are so in such healthy, divine, feminine energy that you all have been like mothers to people. So happy Mother's Day. And I know it's after Mother's Day, but in filming, But anyway, so journal your journey. Listen to your water. Drink your water. Pour into yourselves more, right? But somebody has a gift of claircognizance. You have psychic knowledge about other people, right? So don't forget that rest is a form of self-care. Listen to your water. Your laughter is medicine. So document your dreams day and night. But open your vault door. The vault door is the next phase of your life. So somebody has a lot of things on the horizon for you, right? But start small. Don't box yourselves in. Document your dreams day and night. Your laughter is medicine. The curse is now broken. Right? Somebody's an incubus. Yeah, it's a sex demon, right? Get locked in and focus. Locked in and laser focused, right? Somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed. Yeah, somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed, right? So keep on moving forward. Keep moving forward. It's time for you to schedule a vacation. Time for you to schedule a vacation, right? The spy is now turned on. Spy is now turned on. Right? Spy is now turned on, right? So remember, everybody has temptations, right? And that's where you're rising above judgment, right? That's where you're rising above judgment, but you're also protecting your energy as well, right? So rising above judgment. Man, it's just too many to name for real. That's why you got to rise above judgment of other people. And that's it. I mean, for real. Everybody live in a glass house. Everybody lives in a glass house. So. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's see what's on the horizon for you. Plus, I got some questions for you, too. For those of you all who are new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. But like I said, if you're new to reading cards, please don't measure how other people read cards. Some people are like, I don't read cards like that person. Or for a person like, well, you're supposed to be asking. You know, like, if you read some of the comments, some people are like, well, you didn't ask this question, you didn't ask that question. Some people are so robotic about reading cards. You're supposed to be asking them, well, you should have done this kind of spread. Okay, I could do that spread. I could do a 3-card spread, a 6-card spread. Read cards however you want to read cards. However you want to read cards. You're laying them out and telling the story however source tells it to you. So, right. Alright, 3 of Wands. So, teamwork. Yep, teamwork. So it looks like, 3 and 8 is 11. It lets me know that, and then we got Wands here. So, this is fire. Something is inspiring you to kind of get off the fence. You're getting a call up from source, right? So 11 in numerology is some kind of initiation from source, right? So source is inspiring you to really be a team, like really talk in terms of being a team, right? Quickly learn how to be a team versus being in opposition with people, right? And so, not necessarily be a follower, like really you all initiate change, your cardinal signs, so cardinal signs initiate change. And age doesn't equate to wisdom. You all are really leaders, right? And so, I'm seeing travel, like fire travels, right? And so, you're looking ahead, you're looking for expansion and growth, not necessarily talking about people behind your back, assuming everybody's turning their back on you, none of those things. Somebody's learning how to stay focused on expansion because you have a lot on the horizon for yourself. Really looking at things like, you know, more of like if you feel like somebody is turning their back on you, maybe talking, speaking up. Sources like you're inspired by things like, you know, instead of thinking people are turning their back on you, like, okay, are people giving you things that's inspiring you, right? Are people giving you books? Are they giving you things that inspire you because of your zodiac sign? Are people trying to connect you with, like talking to you about people that's going to help to stay focused? Like, are people saying, hey, like one time I mentioned something about other Capricorns who are celebrities. The first thing somebody said, they went right into opposition mode. I don't idolize celebrities. Guess what? Celebrities, everybody is celebrated. I talk about that on my channel. I don't idolize celebrities either. But if I'm talking about another Capricorn, they started out just like you, a Capricorn, right? Born during Capricorn season, right? The whole purpose of that was just to say, just like you, they started out Capricorn. Capricorn rules 10th house, you know, ruled by Saturn, just trying to help make a connection there. Not that they're a celebrity. They weren't born a celebrity, right? So, but that's how some people are. Like, first thing they go to is no idolizing, because that's somehow people are hearing just idol. So again, Source is just trying to help you to learn how to get off the fence and step and become enlightened. Make the connection. If the connection for you is just through another Capricorn, make the connection there. If that's all you can make, they don't have to be related to you. Make a connection with another Capricorn. If that's all you can do is start with another Capricorn, make the connection. Sometimes it happens just like that. You're making a connection with another Capricorn. It doesn't have to be a man or a woman. So something new and exciting is happening for you. Something is taking off for you that's going to help you to stay focused. Something is taking off you that's going to help you stay focused. Begin small. Begin small. Just begin small. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, something is going to inspire you. Something is inspiring you to open up your vault door. Something is inspiring you that the curse is now broken. Yeah. Yeah, something is inspiring you to start small. Something is renewing your hope. I'm telling y'all, if you don't have anybody around you, and that's what this is, and something is going to take off. Something is going to take off fast for you all. But, like I said before, where you're not going to be paying attention to who's talking about you behind your back at all. Something is going to take off fast for you. That is what North Node is. Y'all are born, like I'm telling y'all, 10th house, Capricorn rules 10th house. Something new and exciting is waiting for you. A new and exciting love awaits for you, and it's not always a person. I'm telling y'all, this Three of Wands right here lets me know you are thinking North Node. All you care about, that's when you're starting to pour into yourselves more. Sometimes that's all it takes is a book. That's why I keep telling y'all, if you can't connect with nobody else, connect with another Capricorn. Read a book about another Capricorn's life. Sometimes that's all it takes. Don't worry about whether they're another celebrity or not. Get away from these dark magician energies creating all this confusion in your life. Get around other people who are following their North Node. Yeah. Yeah. Where you're seeing people. You're seeing people doing it. Right. Yeah. Some people are in hermit mode and they are enforcing boundaries, right? And so you're working on some kind of new projects. They're not going back. They are expanding. That's all they're talking about is expansion, and things are taking off for them. Things are taking off for people who are expanding. Here we have the Two of Cups here. And that's all they talking about is expansion, expansion, expansion. Like they're speaking things. All they talk about is like expansion, expansion, expansion. That's what they talking about is expansion. That's the words they saying. Is like they talking about expansion. People think that they're crazy. That's what their words are saying. That's all they're saying is like, I can see myself going here. I can see myself going there. That's all their vision. It's like that's all they see isn't them going here. They don't speak lack. They're taking leaps of faith, not fear. And that's what Source is trying to tell somebody. And people looking at them like they're a fool, laughing at them. They're a fool. They're foolish to be thinking like that. What's wrong with them? They talking like a fool. Look at that fool. Yeah, they're a fool. Until it's actually done, right? Until it's actually done, right? They've experienced heartbreak, loss, divorce, surgery, depression, suffering, grief, and they still get up and move on from it. The curse is now broken, right? Five of Wands. People see them as a rival, challenges, obstacles, conflict, competition. I keep trying to tell y'all somebody hasn't started their YouTube channel yet because they're so busy trying to be perfect. That's all they doing, trying to be perfect. They not reading the cards right. Read the cards. Turn the camera on. Stop trying to compete with somebody. I guarantee you, if you were called to do it, by God, you already know how to read it. You already know how to read it. Turn the camera on. Wheel of Fortune. You're already on top of it. So I see somebody scheduling a vacation. The spy is now turned on. Whoever's been spying on you, they already turned on. Your laughter is medicine. Your laughter is medicine. Just start small. Start out with this. Anyway, so here we have King of Pentacles. You have enough information. You need to be around people who are going to enlighten you. You don't need to be around people who are keeping a bunch of secrets. You want to be around people who are telling you what's the real thing. You want to be around people who are not going, you want to be around people who are solid, who are prosperous. That's who you want to be around. People who are going to pay you attention, not people who are going to ignore you. Unless you giving them, you want to be around people who are going to enlighten you. See this yellow right here? People who are going to that everything is a secret. People who are on top of it, who are talking expansion, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. People who are not talking about, I don't have any demons, I'm too prideful. I don't have any temptations. Okay. Alrighty. Anyway, so yeah. Alright, let's see what else we got going on here. So yeah, you're starting small. Whatever it is you're trying to do, you're starting small. People are going to laugh at you. They're going to talk about you. They're going to do the whole 9 yards. They're going to call you a fool. They're going to, say everything under the sun. Here we have the 4 of Wands here. So I feel like somebody's definitely not going back to, you and somebody are definitely not going back to talking about people behind their backs, period. Y'all are not going back to that, right? Y'all got enough information. Y'all got enough information about 2 people. Y'all got enough information. Y'all, the scales from your eyes have been awakened. Off. Y'all got enough information. Yep, got enough information. Yep, here's the 3 of Wands here. Yep, you got enough information at this point. Somebody is definitely thinking now, like, you know what? Teamwork. Time to put together a team. Time to travel. Rapid growth, expansion, looking ahead. It's go time. Right? 3 of Cups. Time to talk. Yep, time to talk. Because a lot of people don't look like what they've been through. Yeah, a lot of people don't look like what they've been through. So, yep, time to talk. So, yep. Here's the 2 of Pentacles here. And, yeah, 2 karmics. Yeah, 2 karmics are masking something. Yeah, 2 karmics are masking something. When we're wearing a mask. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like trying to judge somebody. Trying to judge somebody like it was a competition. Like it was a competition. Yep, and it wasn't a competition. But anyway, so you have some ideas. Where's this right here? Yeah, you have some ideas of who was behind whatever, but somebody is focusing on moving forward in terms like the Light High Priestess right here. And I'm talking about your intuition. So anyway, looking at your cards, moving forward here. You're moving beyond some past disappointments. You have a lot of ideas. You're on top of things now. And like I said, somebody could be, something is inspired. Something is very inspiring for you. Something is very inspiring for you. You're definitely not going backwards to not being inspired. You are not interested in talking about people behind their backs at all. Somebody is starting small. Here we have your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. That's right. But somebody is definitely inspired. Somebody's definitely inspired. All right. So somebody's definitely inspired. So that's what that card at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, somebody has something new and exciting coming. Yeah, everybody has their own star. Everybody has their own star to follow. So somebody's focusing on being disciplined and not being stubborn. Somebody's getting into hermit mode where light is turned on. You know, somebody definitely feels fulfilled. Here we have positive affirmations. Somebody's into getting their positive affirmations going. Listen to your intuition. This is great with scheduling vacation. Somebody's just trying to move beyond, you know, some kind of disappointment and heartbreak. You know, and this is good. This is really, really good. This is really good. Yeah, this is really, really good. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, this is good. Let me pull out this this deck here. Yeah, but you're starting small. Something is you're starting small, but your confidence level is boosted. Your confidence level is definitely boosted. Confidence level is boosted. But yeah, so when you look around and you feel like you don't have anybody around you, don't look at it as like you don't idolize celebrities, because everybody is celebrated. Everybody. Even when you don't know that you're celebrated, you are. Somebody is celebrating you. Whether you think you're inspiring people or not, you inspire somebody, right? So understanding. Yeah, understanding. This is about structure. You're getting some kind of structure in place. Getting some kind of structure in place. That's what you're trying to get you to do. Get your structure in place. Just start small. Whatever it is you're trying to get, people gonna think. I'm telling y'all, people will think. I told you all my very first video. I was trying to figure out, and I like to think I'm kind of, you know, technically together. I like to think I'm a little technically astute. But my very first video, I uploaded like this. You see the print here. You can actually see it facing the right direction, right? You see, but it was backwards, right? And I was so excited about uploading the video. I was like, you know what? They'll get the message. I was more excited about getting the message out than, you know, how it looked. You know, the presentation, because the message, I was like, okay, I just want them to get the message, right? Of course, after that, I was like, let me get this, because I don't want that to be a distraction there, right? And then one time, like now, I had the water playing in the background. Somebody was like, you need to turn that, no, it wasn't water in the background. I think it was like a meditation music or something in the background. And I can't remember if the person used profanity or they were pretty direct. Whatever they said, they got the message across. Just put it that way. You know, they did not like the meditation music in the background. But anyway, so it's a, you know, it's like just, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, you're learning along the way, right? But whatever you're called to do, people will let you know, you know, and you will adjust, you will adapt, you know, but it shouldn't take away your passion for whatever it is that you're called to do, right? But the good thing is that we do have tools to help you with that. So please pull your birth chart, find out what your purpose is, you know, and the good thing is that you are ruled 10th house, right? So there you go, you know. Type in North Node, print out your birth chart, find out what your North Node is. Go to Google, type in, you know, jobs or careers for your North Node, whatever that is. There you go. That information is going to populate. You got it right there, right? You're probably already in your job. Maybe your manager is not in the right job, right? So anyway, that's what it is. That's what it is. For somebody, you're leaving behind the distractions. Somebody's getting really locked in and laser focused. You know, somebody's feeling quite fortunate, you know, to, you know, have inspiration all around you. you're already qualified when you're called by the Creator. You're already qualified, believe it or not. You know, there are going to be people around you who think that they know what's better for you than you. You're not applying for a job with them when you're called to do whatever the Creator called you to do, unless you're applying for a job with someone else's company, and then of course you're following their guidelines and their rules, right? But so yeah, positive affirmations also helps you on your path as well too. Words are very powerful. But that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.